doutora Anne. Muito obrigada.
Doutora, boa noite. Até amanhã.
Até amanhã.
Moisture. This was a mesmerizing piece. Great creative use of sound. There's so much space and silence in this piece that was almost meditative, but also unnerving. And then when we got those sonic elements, which were typically tied to the water, the dripping of the faucet, the sound of the water underneath them, they were so visceral and highlighted in a really smart way. The beginning with the mice, oh my goodness, as somebody whose first apartment building had a mice infestation, that was a bit triggering. It was so visceral, just the sound and the up closeness with it created a nice uneasiness and intrigue to bring us into this piece, especially with it being about an ear doctor. There was some real David Lynchian kind of vibes to this, where there was a stifled quality to it, where it was unclear what the interpretation was supposed to be, but my brain was swirling, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Not a clear way out, and allowing the audience to just have this experience wash over them, pun intended. And because they were so committed and deliberate about all the framing and the choices, it made me trust and allow myself to go in this process. There was a real professional quality to it. I really loved that push and pull of longing and isolation coming through as well. And this idea that water just wraps around you is an interesting image as well. Right to that final image, that final scream, which just got me. What a way to end. Brilliant piece.
Okay, Moisture was quite an experience. It's a bit long and it has a very interesting atmosphere. It's like traveling to another country, traveling to another planet for a moment. And obviously, this is a sci-fi film, so you were in the future, and everything is a little different. But I think that what really captures the viewer's attention in Moisture is how the filmmakers managed to capture the essence of loneliness, because everyone in this film is very lonely in one way or another, and the constant rain and the constant humidity is like this very anxiety-inducing experience. And while the film itself doesn't have a very clear narrative, I think that what it manages to do is to create this amazing atmosphere of, I don't know how to say it, of despair, of angst, of loneliness. And it's something that happens all through the film until the very last moments, and it manages to affect you emotionally so bad that you feel what the character is feeling. And the moment she's free, she's swimming back in the sea, you feel free. So I think that's the main aspect of this film, is how it manages to make us feel what the main character is going through. And that's terrific. It was a very interesting effort. So thanks for saying it.
Moisture is a cinematic experience. You sort of get lost in this haze of red and the silhouette of this individual. I feel like it's very encompassing, and you sort of revel in this experience. It's an intimate endeavor with these extreme close-ups of the eyes or the rat even. You get to sort of get to be enthralled and slowly get pulled into the story in this realm of fashion. The end is quiet and peaceful. The sound design that works, I found that was really interesting that I noticed, is as we see our leading lady in the body of water, which can represent a new beginning, a rebirth, a movement of sorts. We get to, there is no musical score or anything of the sort playing behind this footage. You just get to hear the water, and even as the camera moves in and out of the water, following movements of this character, you also get to hear that sort of experience. The sounds are sort of muffled and flow as you get to hear, this character sort of scream in the middle of this body of water as you get to see it muffled in and out of the water. And I just think that is such a beautiful moment to be able to sort of be lost in.